Hi everybody, welcome to Techies Red Academy. In this video, I'll be showing you on how to use the Use Memo Hook, and we are going to be fixing our performances here. So in the last video, we did an example on without Use Memo Hook. But in this place, it said to fix this performance issue, we can use the Use Memo Hook to memorize the expensive calculation function. This will cause the function to only run when needed. We can wrap the expensive function call with use memo. The use memo hook accepts a second parameter to declare dependencies. The expensive function will only run when its dependencies have changed. So let's go on our example. In this example, the expensive function will only run when count is changed and not when to-dos are added. In the last example, both the count and when the to-do was added was it was running, but in this aspect it will only run, there will only be changes when the count is added but not the to-do list. So let's go. So in this place, we're going to create a new file which will be called with memo .jsx. Then in this with memo, we're going to import React from JSX, and as well we're going to be bringing in use state and use memo. So after that, we're going to create, we'll say const with memo equals to const count, and we'll say set count equals to use state 0. And as well, we'll say const to do, comma, set to do's equals to use state in this. Then after that, we're going to say const calculation equals to, so we're making use of use memo here, use memo. Then this use memo, we have an arrow function, which will be expensive calculation equals to count, comma, count. Then we'll say const increment equals to then inside it will say set count C equals to, we'll say C plus 1. Then as well, we'll say const add to do equals to set to do's. Inside it will say T. Then we'll create an arrow function. Inside it will say T. Then we'll say T, comma, new to do. Then after it will say return. Inside this return, we'll create a div, and inside this div, we'll create another div as well. And inside the div, we'll say it to say my to-dos. Then after that, we'll say to-dos dot map. And inside it, we'll say to-dos, comma, index. Then we'll have an arrow function, and inside this arrow function we'll return p tag. Inside this p tag we'll say key equals to index, and we'll come here, we'll say to do. Then after that, we'll have a button. Then inside this button, we would say on click, and inside on click, we'll say had to do. Then we'll come to this button now. And inside this button, we'll say had to do. Then we'll come here, we would have HR. Then after that, we'll create another div. And inside this div, we'll say count equals to count. And they will say button on click. Instead of this place, we would have a plus. We would have a plus. Then after this, after that, we'll have H2, which we say expensive calculation. Then after that, we'll say calculation. Then after this pick tag, we'll have a note, which says this example is to show how use memo works. Let's just have it like that. Then after that, we'll say const expensive calculation equals to num. Then inside this number, we would say CLG, that is console.log. You tell us calculating. We would have a for loop. And inside this for loop, we'll say let I equals to 0. Then if I is greater than 10,000 or 100,000, 10,000, let I increase. Then we'll say num equals plus equals to 1. Then in this place, we'll say return no. Now let's export it and we'll check our results. We'll say export default with memo. They'll come to our .dsx imports with memo. We'll come here, I want to say with memo. Now let's check our results. So as you can see, we already have it with our add list, it will increase, but until we click on that plus link, it will increase. But with the new to-do list, if we click on it, it will not increase. That is what they are saying here, that the use memo hooks accepts a second parameter to declare dependencies. The expressive function will only run when its dependencies have changed. In the following example, this is what I'm trying to track out, where it was talking about the expressive function will only run where count is changed and not when the to-do list is added. So when this to-do list is added, it does not count, but when the count changes, it runs. I hope you understand. Please, thank you for following this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Technology Academy. See you next time. Bye.